Why are there so many?
Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
Hi guys. So, if you can read, you've probably read the title, and you'd know we're doing the Terraria pearlwood greaves challenge. Again. So some of you may be thinking, how have you already run out of content ideas where you've only made 2 videos? And so you may be mad because of that, and that's pretty valid, but you know, something's different this time. If you were perceptive and had the ability to read, you'd notice that last time we were playing on classic mode, but this time we're going straight to the hardest difficulty, so this is gonna be a huge pain in the ass, okay? Also, if you were Albert Einstein, you'd notice that last time I cheated despite being the best player in human history. So, sorry guys, but this time I won't cheat. I'll have all the pain. It's gonna suck. This is your fault. You guys asked for this. No one asked for this, but I'm just gonna pretend you. So, just like last time, we're gonna create our character, we're gonna create our world, and you have to enter a specific world seed and set to master mode to get the legendary mode. But on the first time doing it, I accidentally entered the wrong world seed, so I had to make a second world, which is kind of funny. And so, it's finally time to load into the world, and immediately we find we have a demolitionist instead of the guide, and also slimes have a quadrillion HP and do a quadrillion damage. Now you may know the minimum size for a house is 60 blocks, so being the incredibly smart human I am, I conserved resources by making a 6x10 house. I'm so smart, right guys? I can do basic math. Please. Then came our first battle yet. This insane blue slime was attacking me. Look how much fucking damage he does. So I had an incredibly smart plan. I would trap him in the house. Then I'd lead him out and close the door from the other side. But it didn't work at all and I died. Then I decided I need some armor to survive all this crap. So I decided to go to the desert and collect some cactus for cactus armor. Unfortunately, a vulture decided, fuck you, and one-shot me. That's how hard this difficulty is. Thankfully, I already had enough pieces of cactus to make a breastplate, but for whatever reason, I guess I just thought I looked nicer without it, but I decided not to get the rest of the pieces of armor, which, as you'll see in the future, was a really stupid decision. Anywho, we ascended into the caves, and turns out pots released live bombs, which, you know, I guess they got Arabs to fill the fucking pots. Now when I said that slimes have a ton of health earlier, I didn't mean those slimes, I meant that one you just saw. I did like 2 damage to it. What the hell? And there are also explosive bunnies, if you weren't having enough fun already. Well, to be fair, they aren't that harmful. I then came across this poison dart trap, which I died to once, and again, and again, and then I had an epic face-off with this worm. Unfortunately, I could barely hit it because my stupid weapon could barely hit more than half a meter. So that made me consider getting some ranged weapons, which, as you'll see in the future, were really important to this challenge. If I'd stuck with melee, I probably would have died double the amount that I already did. Oh yeah, look at that. I died. Great. After a couple hundred more deaths in the mines, I decided to explore and try and find something else that'll help me. And as you can see, giant lava lakes across the world. While they did look pretty cool, they were not fun to travel across, as you can see. I had like 10 of these deaths, which was really annoying. After making it across, I found myself in the ice biome, which there's actually a lot of good stuff you can get here. Ice skates, ice boomerang, ice thing, ice, lots of ice. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get lots of good stuff here before I died to a poison dart trap. Great, poison dart traps are my worst enemy, and there's a life crystal right there, so it was even more sad. This time, I thought I had defeated the poison dart trap. I'd remembered to remove it. Wow, so smart. And then, I died to another one. Finally, though, after all that, I did manage to get the life crystal, followed by immediately dying to an ice slime. Hey, it's more unique than another poison dart trap. Now I'm gonna spare you from all the times I died, because there were a lot, and it was really annoying. But I did finally decide to make the full armor set, and I did also get a cloud in the bottle, which was pretty good. I then decided the best course of action was to try and get 400 HP before I fight the Eye of Cthulhu, because if I can do that, I can just tank a bunch of its hits and easily clap it with a weapon, right? It'll just be that simple, right? I spent a couple minutes grinding out some more life crystals, and then I had this new idea, and it was a really bad one. Basically, I had an ice boomerang, and an enchanted boomerang, so I try and get a shroomerang to make a triberang. Now you may be thinking, what the hell's a triberang? And you're thinking that for good reason, because it is insanely annoying to get, since you have to get the shroomerang, enchanted boomerang, and ice boomerang, and the shroomerang is a 0.5% drop from the stupid shroom bat, and it's also not even worth it at all, because it does like 2 damage, and a decent bow is way better. So I don't know why I decided to go for it. It was a really stupid decision. After spending a couple minutes grinding for the shroomerang and getting bored, I decided to build an Eye of Cthulhu arena and fighter. And I thought it would be super easy, because you know it usually is, right? I'll just let you see how it went. Yeah, it does an insane amount of damage. I was not gonna be able to beat that with my current armor and health. After getting some demonite, I was able to craft a demonite bow. And a demonite bow is pretty good. There's a ton of better weapons, but you know, I decided it would probably be good enough, combined with some jester arrows. And so I decided to try fight the Eye of Cthulhu again. This is how it went. Where are you at? Are you kidding? Please, bro. Why are there so many? Leave me alone. Damn it. So yeah, we died again, unfortunately. But I'd say the attempt went actually pretty well. But we died due to a lack of horizontal mobility, and also there was a quadrillion servants, so we were just getting juggled around. Knockback immunity would be really nice, but that's post-Skeletron. Afterwards, I tried to make a mob farm for shroom bats, but as I was building the mob farm, a shroom bat dropped the shroomerang, so I didn't have to build it, which was great. Finally, we could craft the Great Triberang. I wanted to try combining the Triberang with the Demon Bow, and I found out that actually Shimmer arrows do more damage than Jester arrows. So I went and found the Shimmer, and here we are, Shimmer arrows. And these are pretty cool because they shoot upwards. It's pretty interesting. Anywho, with Shimmer arrows, a Heart Lantern, and the Triberang, and 400 HP, I was sure I would destroy the Eye of Cthulhu, so let's see how that went. And yeah, I died to a zombie on the ground, which is really annoying, but I came to the realization that it was because I wasn't doing enough damage. If I kept doing the same amount of damage, I was still likely to have the same situation or accidentally run into a zombie or get caught juggled in the servants. So I had to get a higher damage weapon than the Triberang or the Shimmer Arrow. And that weapon was gonna be the boomstick. If you don't know, the boomstick is a really powerful shotgun that can be found in the jungle. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, but yeah, this weapon would be really good. After a couple hundred more deaths, finally managed to find it in a chest. Then, what I needed to do was make a house for the musketeer and try and get a ton of musket balls with some money. Next, I was gonna try and get ancient shadow armor. It has both more defense and it makes you move extremely fast, which would help me with the mobility problem. This took a extremely long time to grind though, so I'll just have a little montage for you. Anywho, I finally attained the last piece of armor I needed, and I had the full set, which was great. It makes you move really fast, which is super convenient. So I also wanted to try and get some boots, but I decided, fuck it, and I just decided to fight the boss. So let's see how that went. Finally, the Eye of Cthulhu went down. After so many attempts, so many deaths, we finally did it. And then I die right after. Incredible. Thanks a ton for watching this video all the way through. I know some of you probably skipped ahead because you thought it was really boring. And sorry, but I'm not that good at making videos for you people. But there are people that watched all the way through. You're incredible. Thanks a ton. And also, to all my 22 subscribers, see you guys in the next video, which will probably come out in 8 months or so. Maybe never. Anyway, stay subscribed. If you're not subscribed, fuck you.